Morning folks, and welcome back to the channel. This is, I suspect, quite a short video this morning on the Lexus. Regular viewers will know I've been struggling with trying to clear a code, the VSC Vehicle Stabilization Control. Fault light is on, or there's a VSC on and a VSC off. It goes off automatically and I can't turn it back on, and it does that because there's an error code. So in the last video on the Lexus, we plugged in an OBD reader to the port underneath the dashboard, and finally it found an error code which reads as follows: a 0-point calibration of deceleration sensor. I'll read that again. A 0-point calibration of deceleration sensor. So, having done much research on Tinternet and the Facebook forums, it seems that you can't cure it through the OBD reader. And I've watched a very handy video this morning that I was put onto by the guys on Facebook. It's the Lexus and Toyota Owners Group UK. And they've put me in touch with a guy, or pointed me in the direction of a chap's video, how to clear Lexus and Toyota VSC error codes. And he's called It Ain't Big and It Ain't Clever. And that video I've watched a couple of times now, and it's very useful. So what I need and what I have made is a length of wire. Here is one I made earlier in true Blue Peter fashion. A length of wire to bridge the diagnostic port, not the OBD reader port, the diagnostic port, which is under the bonnet. So what I'm going to try and attempt here is to open the bonnet, take you with me, open the diagnostic port, watch the video whilst... Oh, it's off. Hang on a minute. Oh, we seem to be watching the Artemis crew there for a moment. Apologies. Watch the video on what I need to do, because it's quite complicated. Then we'll give the bloody thing a test drive, and hopefully we'll have cleared the error codes. Nothing ventured and nothing gained. Let's give it a go. So next time you see me, I'll have my head under the bonnet. Okay, folks, I've got you set up under the bonnet and my mobile to give me directions. Let me go and turn the ignition on, which I believe is the way forward. Talk amongst yourselves. So we've got the ignition on, but the engine off. See what he's got to say.
There are lots of pins on this port, and they're labelled inside the lid.
Right, labels inside the lid.
The pins marked E1 and
E1.
TS. You'll need a piece of wire long enough to join them
TS.
together. Here
Piece of wire.
using a metal and plastic twisty tie. Firstly, turn on the ignition, but don't start the car.
Done that. Okay,
Now put
TS.
one end of the wire into E1, and then
Right.
touch the other end on the TS terminal 4 times within 8 seconds.
4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4.
As you can see, the ABS light has started flashing as well now.
That's it. Let's have a look. Blimey, backwards and forwards. Well, it wasn't flashing.
Okay, turn the ignition off. We're halfway there.
Turn the ignition off. Hang on, blimey.
The yaw rate sensor has now been recalibrated, but if we drive away now, the warning lights will come back on.
Right.
We're now going to do the same
Bloody
thing
hell.
with the deceleration sensor.
Okay.
To do this, with the ignition off, we join EY
Ignition
and
off.
TS together.
Join EY and TS together. Right. Which one was EY and TS? Same ones then. So that one and that one we're joining together now. Is that right? Well, I've done it. Let's see what else he says.
Then turn the ignition on.
Then turn the ignition on. Right.
You'll see that the ABS and VSC lights start rapidly flashing.
Let's see. Let's see. We got
Give
any
it a couple of
flashing?
seconds, and then turn the ignition off and remove the jumper wire from the diagnostic port.
Right, I've given it a couple of
That's it,
seconds,
all
but
done.
nothing was
You
flashing.
can see that if I now drive forward,
Take
the
it out.
VSC lights stay off, and
Blimey,
the car's
folks,
happy.
we're back again.
If someone finds this video useful, it's
Right.
taken me 11 months to get round to editing it, and
Let's
I
have a
don't even
look.
have the car anymore.
Put him on pause. Okay, no idea if that has worked. Let's take that out, put that down, and we'll move back inside and see what's happened. Right, folks, back in the car. Engine's off, ignition's off, key in, starter up. Here goes nothing. Now, normally all the lights go out. yeah, and they have all gone out. And it's not until I start moving that the warning lights come on. Well, if I was a gambling man, who knows? Let's have some faith. Let's drive forward. Come on. Come on. And they're straight back on again. So that was, as feared, that was rather pointless. Bugger. All right, not to worry. Well, we'll keep trying with this Lexus, but that hasn't fixed it. I did hear on the grapevine, well, actually, I asked ChatGPT. Is that the same thing? I asked ChatGPT, GTP, whatever, if the VSC off error, well, I say error, it's just saying the VSC is off, is an MOT failure. Because, frankly, it doesn't bother me. I just don't have traction control. Well, anyone who was born when I was born, traction control is a fairly new affair. So it doesn't bother me not having it. However, that hasn't fixed it. So I think what I'll do is I'll give it off camera. I'll give it one more go. You don't need to see me running backwards and forwards to the bonnet again. If it's not an MOT failure because of the age of the car and the fact that traction control's not ABS, is it, or rusty sills or anything like that, and it passes, I'll just be over the moon and quite happy to live with it because it was a £1,000 Lexus. So let me try that and then I will report back. Oh, by the way, you meant to say halfway through the video, I know we're a long way past halfway, please like and subscribe. I don't know why you say it halfway through, gives you the opportunity to do it, I suppose, before the end. So please like and subscribe, makes a huge amount of difference to the channel. I'll stick my head back under the bonnet, come back and tell you how I got on. Well, folks, I am sad, but perhaps not unsurprised to say that hasn't worked. So, the game plan from here, well, where are we? I think we've tried every online hack, OBD and self-fix remedy that we can on this Lexus. So it is booked in for its MOT on Tuesday morning. So at some point over the weekend, I will drive it down to the MOT. Well, it's not an MOT test centre, it's my local garage. Nice guy, but fairly small setup. He's on his own. He's going to drive it down and have it MOT'd. I will point out to him that my research has suggested that a car of this age, which is over 20 years old, doesn't require working traction control, vehicle stability control as Lexus call it, in order to pass its MOT. And if he passes that information along to what I hope is a friendly neighbourhood MOT tester, and the car passes, I'm happy as Larry, because I'm for £1,000, I'm very happy with the car as it is. On the other hand, if he fails it, or he can better diagnose, given that he's a professional mechanic, if he can better diagnose what's wrong with it and it's fixable, I'd be more than willing to explore the possibility of fixing it, either ourselves on the channel, or letting him do it if it's something that is beyond my capability. Bear in mind that the MX-5, which is my daily driver, is absolutely something I have committed to maintaining and repairing myself, but the Lexus doesn't quite fit that bill at the moment. But if it's a relatively easy fix, then I'd have a go. The problem we've got is that I don't actually know what's wrong with it. I'm fairly sure that if I knew what was wrong with it, we could have a crack at fixing it. In fact, I'd go so far as to say if we knew what was wrong with it, we would have a go at fixing it, even if I cock it up, because that's the way to learn, isn't it? Anyway, folks, you know what I know. That's the end of this short episode on the Lexus GS300. It drives beautifully, as you can see. It's a joy. It's nice and warm. The seats are comfy. But it hasn't got an MOT now, and I'm only going around the block in a local village, so don't shoot me. It is booked in for its MOT, but I believe that means you can only drive it to the MOT, which I will be doing later this Easter weekend. So back to the ranch. Overalls on, and it's time to get busy on the MEV Exocet front sway bar or anti-roll bar. Tune in next time for more content of this nature. Please click the like button, subscribe for more content of this nature. Join me again on the next one.